What's up, guys? It's your boy MJ, and you're now tuned in to Let's Talk for a Minute. So, as you guys probably can tell from the title, today is going to be a very interesting one. We're going to be discussing and chatting today about the, pretty sure you all guys already know by now, the Scream 5 2022 trailer that was released about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm just going to go in and we're going to talk. The lines will be open. If you guys are more than welcome to come in if you want to chit chat and jot down some of your thoughts and opinions and reactions on the 2022 Scream trailer. Or open discussion, anything you want to talk about, any movies or anything pertaining to you watch, just the lines will be open. The link is in the description, so you're more than welcome to jump in. Still getting things a little prepared right now, so you guys just bear with me. Um, so I guess while I'm still getting things set, how you guys? Hope you guys have been doing well. Hope you guys' week has been good so far. We're getting ready to head into Halloween weekend, so I'm hoping you guys are all prepared, and I'm hoping you guys are going to be safe, looking after yourselves, and staying out of trouble. Um, you guys know that it's we living in certain times now, so you got to really you have to really definitely be careful of everything you're doing. But yeah, for you guys, I know a lot of you guys out there chit chatting, about to get set. Probably already have your costumes ready. Probably have your movies ready. Just ready to go because you know it's coming. Um, Also, yes, before we go into the topic of today, just to let you guys know that I probably will be doing a live stream. I do have a couple of live streams coming up. One scheduled for later on today. We'll be watching The Curse of the Scarecrow, and then one for Saturday as well. I think we'll be doing Slumber Party Massacre. But I'm thinking about jumping in and squeezing in top list, a top tier list of all recommended, highly recommended movies to watch for the month of October, and especially for the Halloween season, Halloween mood, the Halloween vibes. Um, yeah, but just something for you guys. As I said, I hope you guys are out there. I hope you guys are all out there doing well. Hope you're protecting yourselves. You know, as I said, times is crazy. But yeah, we don't want. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear me. That's not what we came to hear. But anyways, as I said, I saw the trailer. I watched the Spring 2022 trailer. And it's just what I expected. It's just what I thought it would be. Um, I'm not surprised. Like I said, it's just what I thought it would be. Um, I know a lot of you guys. I've seen a lot of the comments. I've seen a lot of reactions to the Scream trailer. And I will say on this segment, when I get into heavily, I'm going to be talking about you guys briefly about a couple of key things that I just really, really think that were the Scream 5 trailer really, really bamboozled the people, and I think it really got the people just really going in towards the wrong direction. Because as I said, you guys know me. For those of you guys that follow me, this is not the first type of screen content. Guys know that I do a lot of screen content. I have an actual series playlist called All About Scream. So I'm pretty sure you guys know that. I would like to say that I have probably, I would say, the most craziest, most wildest screen theories that you could ever possibly think of out there. As I said, I've had videos of in the past. I had videos that have been put up about a year or 9 months long, so it's nothing new to me. So just wanted to put that out there to you guys and let you guys know. As I said, I go really out when it comes to the Scream franchise. I like to go really out. I don't like to limit myself, so I like to go as far as I can, as big as I can. I like to really think beyond and think outside of the box. And when we're talking about the new Scream film, I just really think that the trailer, I really think that it just really got us wrong. I really think that it set the foundation for what our eyes saw and what we expected. But here's the thing. I think that the Scream franchise, hold on one second, you guys. Yeah, I think the Scream franchise, it really it was a phenomenal franchise. I think it has done a phenomenal job so far. But I just really think that the new film, I think the new film completely has really got us baffled a little bit. As I said, I don't really think that what we saw from the trailer, I don't think that that's what we're going. I don't think that's what you should expect from the trailer. Now, I'm not telling you guys what to expect. I'm not telling you guys what to think. I'm not telling you guys what opinions to have. But as I'm saying, from watching the trailer fully, and I watched it a couple of times, I think this trailer was meant to baffle and was meant to confuse a lot of people, because there's a lot of different gossip and a lot of different trends out there. So we have to really take that into consideration, and then we have to really look at what was revealed to us and what was not revealed to us. And one of those things, there's two key things that I will be going into that I think they just really completely baffled us with, and it's really tricked us, pulled the weed on us. But we'll get into them. But I don't want to get into them right now. And I want to give it some time, and maybe possibly a little bit, and maybe some other people joining the building. As I said, once again, you're more than welcome to jump in the building. The lines will be open. The link is in the comment section right now. So if you want to jump in, you have some thoughts about the new Scream 2022 trailer, you're more than welcome to jump in. Or if you just got some things you want to talk about pertaining to film, television, etc., you're more than welcome to jump in as well. If you're not comfortable with showing your face, you're more than welcome to still, I'll let you in. And if you still want to say a few words and you're not comfortable showing your face, it's all right. You don't have to show your actual face or image in order for me to let you into the discussion. But yeah, that's what I've been seeing. And it's I would have to say, speaking as a true diehard Scream fan, and I know it's coming from me, I know a lot of people would be like, oh wow, we wouldn't expect that. But yes, I am a diehard Scream fan, even though I still say to this day, and I stand by it, that the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise was still my favorite franchise. Besides the Halloween franchise, we're talking about the 90s. I would have to say that I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise was my favorite franchise compared to the Scream franchise. I think that I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise and the Scream franchise were back to back. But regardless of that, and regardless of the situation, I love the Scream franchise, and I'm a diehard fan of the Scream franchise. As I said, if you guys know me, as I said, I've been with this franchise for a long time, many years. I've watched this franchise since it first premiered in late 1996 in December. There are other reasons which I can go out of right now why the Scream franchise resonates with me, but I think I'll save that or leave that for another time. But definitely, yes, this franchise, it definitely resonates with me. It definitely resonates with me, but I love it. I love it for what it was. Now, from what I see from the first film all the way up to the fourth film, I think with the fifth film, as I said, I think the fifth film is going to it's going to try to take us back to the original film to tie up possibly some loose ends or some things that wasn't cleared up, or maybe even possibly reveal some sinister things, some things that was not brought to the front table. I think that this is what we're going to get from the Scream 5 film. I think some things that we did not, that we were not aware of, and that we did not know and that we wouldn't expect, I think this is what's going to happen in the Scream 5 film. Now, as I said, we know that we have three legendary OG characters coming back into the Scream 2022 franchise, the film. Now, it's set to premiere in January. Now, we all know, because I know there's been a lot of talk about which one of the OG characters, if all or if only one or two, which ones will be picked off. Now, as I said, we know that the OG three characters, Neve Campbell, David Arquette, and Courteney Cox, they are the last Dandata of just a phenomenal franchise. But now I am skeptical because, as I said, there were a couple of key characters, definitely one in particular, such as Matthew Lillard playing Stu. Like I said, I really don't think that Matthew Lillard was picked off in the first film in the franchise, Scream 1. Latoya Battles in the building. Hi, Latoya. She says, "Hey, MJ, how you doing, Latoya? Nice to have you in the building. Thanks for tuning in to the show." Yes, we're doing some Scream talk, some Scream 2022 trailer talk, the release, the analyst and whip. Appreciate you for being in the building, Latoya, one of my biggest fans. You definitely are one of my biggest fans, so shouts out to you. But as I was saying, the franchise, yes, is definitely it definitely, what I think the 2022 film is going to do is going to tie up some loose ends. This franchise has, as I said, it stood out amongst other franchises. There, when you think of the Scream franchise, you can't really put too many other franchises in the same tier with this franchise. There's only maybe a couple, not even a full handful that I could think of. But anyways, like I said, I think Matthew Lillard's role character as Stu Matcher, I don't think that Stu Matcher was actually died in Scream 1, the first film in the franchise. If you all know that we can't automatically assume things, and we know what we saw from the Scream 1 film when the TV was dropped, the legendary scene where the TV was dropped onto his face, that don't necessarily mean that he was dead, and they never revealed and actually showing his body being taken away. So that technically was not being cleared up. So I'm very curious to see if they do what you guys know, heard of my previous content. When I do Screen content, I spoke of Matthew Lillard possibly coming back as being one of the Ghostface killers, or possibly a person that basically under the table aids Sidney Prescott, Deputy Dewey, and Gale Weathers in this new film, maybe possibly helping them out, or possibly helping them to uncover or solve something that they didn't know. That's just a possibility. But as I said, you guys know I come with the most craziest theories ever. Now, what I do want to touch in, one of the things I want to touch in, one of the main key things I want to touch in, it's actually two key things that I actually want to touch bases on, but I'm going to save them. I don't want to go into them right now. I still want to go a little bit just further, just talk, there's no time limit. We're just going to go. I don't really have nothing else to do right now. So I'm with you guys. And I know a lot of you, the fans, I know you guys have been requesting me to do more live streams. I've had a busy schedule. So now I'm starting to just barely get in, starting more frequently trying to do more live. So, I'll just be in the building with you guys and spend some time with you guys. As I said, the lines are open. You're more than welcome to jump in if you're interested in any of the content right now. As I said, you guys, this man, oh man, I love this franchise. Wow. And if I had to say, I will definitely say, I do have a question for you guys. One thing I want to ask you guys before we go into more deep and more analysis of this, and before I go any more of some of my craziest theories, I would like to know, I'm just curious with you guys. Make sure you spam in the comments. Spam in the comments with the hashtag to whichever character is your favorite character of the Scream franchise. I'm curious to know which one of your characters are the favorite, is your favorite Scream character. If you know it right off the head, go ahead and make sure you drop it in the comments, spam in the comments. Hashtag, for example, hashtag Sidney, hashtag Sidney Prescott, hashtag Stu Matcher, hashtag Gale Weathers, etc., etc. You guys know. So I'm curious to know what you guys' favorite character is. Make sure you spam in the comments with a hashtag what your favorite character is. Mine's is if I had to say my number one overall, I think with a lot of people can agree which that's why I think this franchise regretted letting him get picked off early. I would have to say that Randy definitely would be my favorite character. But if we're talking about throughout all the films, I would say definitely Deputy Dewey. Deputy Dewey, to me, is a fan favorite. I think personally Deputy Dewey is a fan favorite in general. But if I had to say the number one fan favorite, I would definitely have to say hashtag Randy. Randy is definitely my favorite character. And I was just so upset that he got picked off in the second film. I was just like, oh, are you kidding me? You guys got to be kidding me. I can't believe it. How did you guys pick off Randy, the fan favorite? It's just, I didn't understand that. You guys want to know what I'm drinking on? It's one of these new rock stars. As I said, they got two of them. They got the mango and they got the guava. To me, the guava is the favorite one, but this one right now is the mango because they out of the guavas. The guavas are going fast, so that they're going like hotcakes. So the new rock stars are definitely definitely bangers. Yeah, like I said, I was so upset, man. You guys, I was so upset. I was crushed and hurt when Randy got picked off. I was so crushed and hurt. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, not Randy, not my boy Randy, man. It really hurt me. That really hurt me. Definitely. It put a toll on me. I was like, I did not want to see my boy Randy go out like that. That was just so frustrating. And I know a lot of you guys agree. I know it hurt a lot of you guys that Randy had got picked off. And I know Randy definitely by far is definitely a fan favorite. I know he's a fan favorite. Most people definitely would say that, yes, the fan favorite definitely, hands down, would be Randy. You guys, as I said, Deputy Dewey, I think when Randy got picked off, I think that's when I really start falling definitely in love with. It gave me the opportunity, or should I say the chance, to actually fall in love with the character, with basically Deputy Dewey, played by David Arquette. Sidney Prescott, I'm just being honest, you guys. She wasn't my favorite character. She was not, definitely. I love me some Neve Campbell. Don't get it twisted. I love me some Neve Campbell. I've been watching Neve Campbell for a long time, you guys. Definitely for a long time. I can remember way back from movies like such as The Craft. What was it? She was in, I believe, what was it? Wild Things. She was in a definite classic teen sitcom, or we say teen soap operas, Party of Five. Definitely right along side by side, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Okay, so yes, definitely I've been watching Neve Campbell for a long time, and I love me some Neve Campbell. It's just that she wasn't my favorite character in the film. It was definitely Randy, and then my second character would be Deputy Dewey, played by David Arquette. But once again, I'm curious to know, what is you guys' favorite character? Spam in the comments with a hashtag, whichever one of your characters is the favorite character. Other than that, like I told you guys, man, it's just it's good to see that another film has came out. It's good to see that we have another film dropping. Yes, it's definitely. I guess I'll go a little bit about the directors. Okay. Well, which we know, Screen 5 definitely. It is it's directed by Matt. If I'm pronouncing his last name wrong or the middle name, excuse me. But I'll just I can't pronounce his. This guy's got a weird last name, but Matt Matt Open, I believe. Yeah, Matt Open and Tyler Gillett. Those are the directors of the Scream 5 2022 trailer. So I'm curious to see how this will be being directed, definitely by not the same directors and composers of the previous film. The film was written by James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick. So definitely I want to see how I'm definitely curious to see how the development of the story play will definitely go, seeing with these writers. We'll just see, and like I said, it has a new cast, definitely. Besides the OG characters, David Arquette, Neve Campbell, and Courteney Cox, we have a new fresh face on cast, such as Melissa Barrera, Mason Gooden, Jenna Ortega, Jack Quaid, Marley Shelton, which is coming back. She was in a previous film already. Courteney Cox, of course, as I said, David Arquette, of course, and Neve Campbell, of course. And also another key character, which I think is going to play a very huge key part. Actually, there's actually three important things I want to discuss with you guys before the end of this show. Actually, another key thing, which I'll go in a little bit, is Mr. Dylan Minnette. Also, Dylan Minnette will be in this, and I think he's going to be actually a key character in the new Scream film. But yeah, guys, like I said, love the Scream franchise. Definitely a fan favorite of it. I'm definitely thrilled to see the film. I promised myself that this is when I would go back into theaters when the Scream franchise would premiere, and I guess I stood by that, because I was supposed to go in when Halloween Kills premiered, but I never went into the theaters when Halloween Kills premiered. I just watched it on stream. So definitely I still haven't went back to the theater. So it's been almost over about a year and a half or almost 2 years since I've been in the theater. So it will be interesting to go see this in the theaters. Curious to know how many of you guys actually will be going to see this in the theaters. I definitely know that the theaters definitely will be packed. Now, which leads me to my next idea. I was really wondering why they waited so long to drop this new film, and why they didn't release it in 2020. I'm thinking possibly is that they extended the time frame. I'm thinking maybe possibly it's because, hold on, guys, I gotta get some more of this rock stars banging. But I'm thinking possibly maybe is they were they were banking on the pandemic or the whole coronavirus and the stage of the pandemic that we are in. I'm thinking they were banking on by 2022 that basically America would have it kind of more concealed and have it more with everything could be more died down a little bit with the pandemic and everything. So that's why they waited longer to put it out, because as I said, Scream could have released this film. It could have released this film this year. Actually, I think it could have been a good idea for them to release this film this year in December. And the reason why I say in December is because that the franchise the first film in the franchise, Scream 1, actually released and premiered in December of 1996. So I thought that this would be a good, 2021 with this year in December would be a good time to release it. But I guess they waited specifically to January 2022. And I'm thinking it's because they want to get a lot of people in the theaters. And I'm thinking that they're thinking that theaters are going to allow more people to be inside of the theaters by the year 2022. But I don't know. We'll see about that. We have to bank on that because we don't know about that. Yeah. Just reading a few comments right now, you guys, on my personal email. Pastor Stick says, "Oh, he's waiting for the new Scream film. He thinks that Stu Matcher is going to be the killer in the new Scream film, the 2022 film." So that's what Pastor Stick says. Thanks for the comment, Pastor Sticks. So you guys, as I just said, you guys just heard just not too long ago mention about Matthew Lillard possibly coming back and possibly making a debut or making a reappearance in the new Scream film. And as I said, there are a lot of people and there's a lot of gossip trending saying that Stu Matcher possibly might be premiered back in the film. As I said, you guys, it's a possibility. It's a strong possibility, but nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. But like I said, you guys, I'm thinking that's what the franchise definitely was banking on, is the pandemic being more contained and kind of dying down. But I don't know, you guys. We'll see. We'll just have to see about that. But I do think that the new Scream film is definitely going to hit the box. It's going to hit the box office. It's going to hit straight in there, and it's going to outperform a lot of films that even came out, horror films that came out this year. It's going to outperform a lot of them. Now, what I'm really curious to see, and I don't know. I'm really thinking that it's a possibility that Scream 5 may possibly, but I don't want to say, but Scream 5 may possibly outshine. May possibly outshine in the box office, should we say, all the horror films that came out this year, and particularly Candyman and also Halloween Kills. Now, I don't just want to say that, assume that, you know what I'm saying, but it's a possibility. You all know the Scream franchise has a strong fan base, so you guys got to understand that the Scream franchise does have a strong fan base. So, like I said, it's a possibility that this new Scream film may top the charts, and it may set the foundation. It may do some major, huge damage out there. So you guys, we just gotta wait to see that. Reading the comments, you guys. Latoya Battle says, "So excited for the new Scream film." Yes, definitely, Latoya. I think everybody can agree. Everyone can agree. This new Scream film, I do know it's going to be phenomenal, especially with having the three OG characters coming back in the film. I definitely think it's going to be amazing. And I think what a lot of people is questioning and what a lot of people is wondering is which one of the OG characters is going to be picked off, or will all of them get picked off, or which one will survive. I think that's what one of the big questions is. And then the other big question would be, as far as like the other big question who would be the killers. I think that's one of the big trending things right now. What a lot of people are talking about, who are going to be the killers. Now, you guys know me from some of my previous uploads relating to Scream. You guys know that, like I said, I think by far I have some of the craziest, some of the wildest Scream theories ever. And I told you guys, I think personally that definitely there's a possibility that Stu Matcher could possibly be a new killer. Be a killer in the new Scream franchise. The new Scream film. Sorry, you guys. I think it's the Rockstar getting me a little wired, but I think Stu Matcher could possibly making a reappearance, so he could possibly be being a killer. I also think a possibility out there that Jenna Ortega could possibly be a killer. Also Melissa Barrera, and also possibly Marley Shelton, and also possibly Deputy Dewey. But as I said, you guys, if you want to know why, I know you heard me throw some of these names out there. If you're wondering and curious, you want to know about one of the reasons why I said some of these names, make sure you go check out my All About Scream playlist, and you'll check out some of my content where I go into these specific suggestions, these specific ideas about these particular topics I just mentioned about these particular characters, who being the killers and everything. But I will say, I do think it's going to be, for the first time ever, it's going to be 3 Ghostface killers in a new franchise, in a new film in the franchise. I definitely think it's going to be 3 Ghostface killers. Oh man, you guys, man, I have to say, man, you guys, man, just give me a comment. You got a second, guys. I'm responding to some of the comments right now, you guys. Yeah, but like I said, you know, it's just a lot of little different trending theories around and a lot of gossip, you know. Now, I guess I'll go in a little bit. I'll go in about the first topic, matter at hand. Is what I will go in. You know, the first thing I want to touch bases on is I want to point out a little bit is about Dylan Minnette. I think personally, strong, like I said, I think that Dylan Minnette is going to have a strong role. And I think he's going to play a relevant part in this new film in the franchise. I think that Dylan Minnette is. I strongly feel that he's going to have a heavy connection to this film. I think that I don't know, guys, but this is just far out theories. I think that Dylan Minnette is going to be the new version of Sidney Prescott. Once again, I think that Dylan Minnette is going to be the new version of Sidney Prescott. If you guys don't know what I mean, is basically what I'm saying is that I think that now, you know, we've always had in the Scream franchise, we had the lead actress, a female lead actress. But I think in the Scream franchise, it's possibility that it may twist it around and we may get a male lead actress now in the Scream franchise if this is a big if the franchise decides to continue and continue on with this making films in this franchise and continue on with the trilogy. I think that actually this is a possible way that they may go in. They may switch it around and switch the storyline and give us a male lead actress and lead actor. I'm sorry, you guys, male lead actor, which I think strongly will be Dylan Minnette. That's just one of the key points that I want to point out to you guys. I strongly think about that. I know we haven't seen it's not a lot of talk, there's not a lot of gossip about Dylan Minnette, but I do think he's going to play a strong part in this film. And I don't think that he's going to be a Ghostface killer. I know because of a lot of his projects he's been in, a lot of people will assume that he's going to be in the a lot of people will assume that he's going to be in the. A lot of people assume that sorry, you guys, I'm wired a little wider than Rockstar, but a lot of people assume that he's going to be a Ghostface killer because of previous work projects he's been in. He's always played these little crazy roles and just little being like little evil or being bad, a little badass, or just being, you know, saying very wicked, you know. But I think that's not what we're going to get from Dylan Minnette this time. You know, I think we're going to get something different, and I really feel strongly about that. I see one coming in. You got Latoya Battle. She got #Randy. So Latoya Battle says that Randy is her favorite character. Once again, you guys, I'm curious to know who your favorite character is. Make sure you spam in the comments, whatever character is your favorite character. Spam in the comments, flood it with your favorite character. I agree, Latoya. My favorite character is Randy as well. So I'm with you on that one. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But yeah, that's one of the key things I wanted to point out to you guys. I really do think. I think that Stu, I really think that Dylan Minnette is going to play a key, very significant role in this film. I really think he's going to do some damage, and I really think he's going to, if they're going to continue this franchise, he's going to be an important part and very relevant to this role. Now, if this is the scenario and they do continue, if they continue to want to make films in this franchise, that's what makes me think that they definitely, I think they possibly will pick off all the characters, all the rest remaining OG characters. I think they will pick off Gale Weathers, Deputy Dewey, and Sidney Prescott. If not, they will leave one of them alive, but it definitely won't be Sidney Prescott. So if they decide to continue on with this trilogy, making more films and passing the torch to someone else, I definitely there's without a shadow of doubt, I definitely feel that they're going to pick off Neve Campbell character Sidney Prescott, and they're also going to definitely by far. But they may take out all of them, but I think they may just leave one of them possibly. And if they only leave one, maybe Deputy Dewey, maybe, if he's not a killer. But if he come to be a killer, he's going to be picked off too. And not that leaves just Gale Weathers. So Gale Weathers might be the one to be the last remaining OG character from the Scream franchise, even though she wasn't the fan favorite. But that would be something crazy, wouldn't it be? But yeah, you know, that's just something for you guys to think. Something very for you guys to think about. Yeah, make sure you spam in the comments with your favorite character. Also, you're more than welcome to jump in. The links, the lines is open. The link is available in the chat, so make sure you're more than welcome to jump in. As I said, you guys, I'm a huge fan of the Scream franchise. I do think the film is going to be. I think it's going to do a good job. I do think it's going to be phenomenal. Now, am I expecting the film to do just this amazing, just by far out and just overdo the first two films in the trilogy? No, I'm not expecting that. But I do think it's going to be a hell of a film. I do think it's going to be a good film. I think it's going to do a phenomenal job. And I do think once it releases in January, I do think that it's going to it's going to hit that box office like it's going to do some damage to the box office. I really do think that. I think it's going to do a lot better in the box office than a lot of these films, horror films that came out in this year in 2021. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second, you guys. 1 second. And I'm back, you guys. I'm back. I had a little technical, had to take care of one thing real quick. But it's just, as I said, I'm excited about the film. It's going to be so awesome. It's going to be so great. It's definitely going to do what it needs to do. So it's more. It's definitely going to be worth the wait. It's definitely worth the wait. As I said, because I'm a huge fan of the franchise, I've been very excited and I wanted to see the film. I was like, oh, would they please? I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm hoping that they will release the film early. But, I guess the wait, it's be worth it. The wait will be worth it. It definitely will be worth it. Now, another thing I wanted to touch bases on, another key thing, I told you there were two other key things I want to touch bases on. Now, one of the key things I want to touch bases on is what the trailer revealed to us. What the trailer revealed to us and how the trailer I actually think the trailer has bamboozled us. Okay, now what I noticed from watching the trailer is that they showed us basically pretty much a similarity and a reference from Scream 1, the Drew Barrymore, the legendary Drew Barrymore scene, comparing it to the new film where they showed us where they were reliving that moment with Jenny Ortega, and basically like Jenny Ortega being picked off at the beginning of the movie, and it been the scene and the scenario being just like the first film in the franchise with Drew Barrymore. And then, we go on a little bit as the trailer keep going. You hear they start skipping from scenes, and then they show Neve Campbell, aka Sidney Prescott, talking to Melissa Barrera and telling her basically, hey, she's been through this before and everything, and trying to like be the voice for her to guide her to be the strong one. I think that two things in the trailer, I think it let us believe and lied to us and let us believe that Melissa Barrera, number one, they let us believe that Melissa Barrera is going to be the new lead actress in the Scream franchise, which I think that's just false. That's number one. Number two, they led us to believe that Jenna Ortega was going to get picked off in the very, very beginning of the film. That's another lie. That's two lies that I think that they lied to us about, and they tried to bamboozle us in the film. Once again, two key things in the trailer which I think they lied to us about. Number one, they led us to believe that Melissa Barrera is going to be the new lead actress and take over for Sidney Prescott. I think that was false. Number two, they led us to believe that Jenny Ortega was going to get picked off in the first film. Jenny Ortega was going to get picked off at the very beginning of the film, which I also think that was false as well. And the reason why I said it, they bamboozled us, is because, sorry, you guys, but the reason why I think they bamboozled us with the, okay, so first I'll start with the Melissa Barrera. As I told you guys, I think for the first time they're going to give us a male lead actress in the Scream franchise. And what better way to do that is to have people thinking by showing us a trailer, having us thinking or already expecting that Melissa Barrera is going to be the new lead actress. That will be a good way to twist the people and bamboozle and confuse the people and have it unexpected. Definitely by far. I definitely think that the trailer definitely did that intentionally. Now, with the second point I wanted to make about the trailer is about Jenny Ortega. I think they did that also as well, definitely. Now, this is the reason why I tell you guys why I think that they bamboozled us with this, that making it believe that Jenny Ortega is going to get picked off in the beginning of the film, having that legendary scene like the Drew Barrymore scene. I think they did that on purpose is because they want to bamboozle us and they don't want us to believe or possibly think that, which I told you guys in previous videos, that I think that Jenny Ortega will be one of the Ghostface killers. Okay? I think they did that intentionally. Now, what made me think that was kind of weird and funny, and what I said I think it was kind of crazy, is because that, if you guys don't know, but why I think it was crazy is because when we first started hearing about the rumors about the Scream 2022 move film, we start seeing like maybe a couple of little just photos or images of the Scream, but the trailer was never out because I was one of the ones that already was seeing the leak news and stuff about the new Scream film way back. What was it? Last year, sometime at the beginning or sometime last year. So that's when I first started hearing about this type of news and everything. And as I said, at what we got and what we saw from the trailer, I really think that the trailer really is they did that intentionally to pretty much confuse and bamboozle a lot of people. So when we actually watch the film, we'll just be in shock where our faces will just drop like, what just happened? I can't believe that happened. Or I can't believe that just happened. Or did that just happen? This is what I think is what's going to happen with the franchise. And I think the trailer just got it all wrong. So that's why I'm noticing a lot of people, I definitely see with a lot of people, they're like, okay, what is going on? What the heck? The trailer, what is this? Like the trailer, did it reveal too much? Or did the trailer make it seem like it was just going to be too simple? Or did the trailer make the film less exciting? Like we're not really that excited to see it. But I think they did this intentionally. As I said, it would make perfect sense for them to make it seem like Jenny Ortega is going to get picked off in the beginning of the film, which I think is a contradictory, since seeing how if we've seen her being on a lot of shows, we've seen her Jenny Ortega been on the talk shows, and they've been interviewing her. Why would they be interviewing her on a lot of talk shows and all these different things? And she's talking about the trailer and she's saying she can't reveal certain things and she's not allowed to leak certain things. Why would that happen? I just like to connect the dots. So why would that happen if she's going to get picked off in the very, very beginning of the film? That just don't seem right. That seemed kind of suspicious to me. So I really just think that the trailer intentionally dropped the way it dropped, and I think it intentionally wanted to basically just kind of have us tricked and have us bamboozled. So I will recommend it to you guys. Don't get too caught up with the trailer. I don't think that what the trailer revealed to us, I don't think that that's what's going to happen in the film. I think the trailer was one of those type of trailers where it's giving us something. It's giving us a trailer to where we think we know what's going to happen, but when we see the film, we're like, wow, this is not what I thought was going to happen. That's not what I thought was going to happen. This is not what I thought was going to happen. I think that's what possibly happened with this, and I just feel strongly about that. As I said, that was just the major key things that I definitely want to point out about the whole, definitely about the trailer. Melissa Barrera being the new lead actress in the film, and Jenny Ortega getting picked off in the beginning of the film. similar to the way Drew Barrymore got picked off in the opening scene of Scream 1 in the 1996 film. I just think that the trailer was completely misleading, definitely. Because when I first saw the trailer, I'm like, really? Really? Do I really want to waste my time going to see this film? Do I really want to waste my time going to see this film? But then I had to think about it. I had to really think like, nah, this just don't, something seem fishy. And I was just felt strongly about it that they were misleading us. I think that was intentionally misleading us with this trailer. Definitely misleading us. Yeah, so as I said, you guys, I'm excited for the film. Lifelong fan, definitely a lifelong fan. Huge fan of all huge fan of many of the actresses and the actors that were a part of this film. Huge fan of them. Huge fan of Kevin Williamson. Definitely. Huge fan of Wes Craven. Definitely. It's just to me all around this franchise has just really this franchise all around has done a phenomenal job. I just cannot say it enough. This franchise has done a phenomenal job. It's done what it needed to do, and man, I just can't say enough. It's just exciting to see things like this. It's exciting to see franchises and exciting to see films that really stand out and really just are last for multiple decades and just really have an impact on the audience, really have an impact on the fan base, on the community. This is what I like about the Scream franchise. Which I can't say the same thing for some of its competitors and some of its peers. Because some of his peers, I'm just like, I don't know what happened with the franchises. But it is what it is. But you guys, oh man, as I said, I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited to see the Scream franchise. Yes, I'm going to go see it in theaters. I'm planning to go see it in theaters, unless they shut down all the theaters and we go on to all global lockdown, or the whole United States go on lockdown before January 2022. Other than that, I'm definitely coming out of my shell and I'm going into the theaters to see the new Scream film. As I said, I have my ideas and I have my suggestions about whether or not the film is going to be, if this is going to be the last film in the trilogy, or there are going to be more films. Depending on whether there are going to be more films or whether this is going to be the first film, you'll see my thoughts and my suggestions, or my outcome of this trilogy of this film is different. So if you look at some of my previous content, I give you some crazy theories pertaining to specifically if this is going to be the last film in the trilogy. And in other videos, I actually give crazy theories about what will be the outcome if this is not going to be the last film, if they're going to decide to make more films in this trilogy. So, like I said, you just got to really take the time to just take everything into consideration, you guys. Don't expect anything. I will stress this, and I can't stress enough. I will leave you with my number one tip and advice for you guys. With this new Scream film, don't assume anything. Don't assume anything, because I really think that this film is going to go all out. I really think it's going to go all out. I would hate to see this film crash and burn. I would definitely hate to see that, because the film has done successful throughout its time. Well, the franchise has done successful throughout its time, and throughout the 2 decades, the film has done its time. Actually, I would say almost, about 2 decades or 2 or 3 decades. This franchise has done what it needs to do, and I really hope that this film doesn't come in out and just crash and burn, because it'll just be really a slap in the face to this franchise, and definitely Wes Craven himself. But I think the film is going to be good. I think it actually is going to be definitely real good. I think it's going to hit the charts, and I think that it's going to have a huge surge in the charts in the box office. Man, what else do I have for you guys pertaining to Scream? Anything else I want to talk about? If there's anything you guys, what I'm saying, I will say, if there's any content that you guys would like to see me talk about, or any specific content you would like to see me do a live stream about, make sure you guys spam in the comments and let me know. Make sure you spam in the comments, or make sure you spam in my personal email and let me know. We got another comment. So let's see. Let's go. We have Tyler in the building. He says, Tyler, what's up? Tyler, how's it going? Tyler says, my boy, I have high hopes, but I swear they better not kill Dewey. Tyler, Tyler, I agree with you completely, man. I agree with you totally, definitely agree with you, man. I would hate for them to kill Dewey. I really would hate for them to kill Dewey. Now, as I said, you know, I have a lot of, I think if not, I have one of the best craziest screen theories, like, you know, and I've spoken on this about David Arquette playing the character Dewey, that if the OG character is going to get picked off, I would see it. If this is going to be the last film, or if they're going to make more films, whether they going to make more films, I see that David Arquette playing Deputy Dewey, he would be my best fit to be the remaining character, to be the last character surviving this franchise. I think that it would be not necessary especially if they're going to continue on with this film, with this franchise. It's not necessary to keep Sidney on Prescott alive. It's not necessary. And I just think that Gale Weathers is not the fan favorite. The only reason why some people fell in love with Gale Weathers, and the reason why she stayed alive for so long, is because of the fact of the love story between her and Deputy Dewey. But I said that if the franchise continue to make films, I really think that Deputy Dewey will be the best fit to be the one to survive, and possibly sometimes come to help and assist in other films, in future films, some of the characters in the new films. I definitely agree with you with that on Tyler. I wouldn't want to see Dewey get killed. That's, to me, besides Randy, Dewey is definitely my favorite character, definitely, and I wouldn't want to see him get killed. I think over time that Deputy Dewey has grown on a lot of people compared to in the beginning, from the first film in 1996, in December 1996. I would say that the majority of people, Randy was a fan favorite and still is a fan favorite. And a lot of people were upset that Randy had got picked off in Scream 2. And I think that everyone behind the production of the film, they got it wrong when they decided to pick off, and even the screenwriters, they got it wrong when they decided to pick off Randy, thinking that Randy was not necessary when he actually was necessary. This is the same thing how I feel about Dewey. If they're going to pick off one of the characters, let's just say that they keep Gale Weathers alive, but then Dewey dies in the film. I would be highly upset, because I'm like, how could you kill Dewey but then not kill Gale Weathers? That makes no sense to me, you know. So I definitely agree with you on that, Tyler. Definitely. I would not want to see Dewey get killed in the film. That definitely would be definitely bad. Definitely bad. You guys, man, like it's just totally, man. Don't do it, you guys. Don't do it. If you do it, I swear, if you do this, if you guys keep Gale Weathers alive, and you pick off Deputy Dewey, I guarantee you're going to have a lot of people in the community, and a lot of the fans and a lot of audience is going to be very, very highly upset with you guys. You better not do it. You better not pick off David Arquette. You better not do it. Sorry, guys, you better not do it. But as I said, you know, nothing's guaranteed. You know how it goes. You know how it goes, you guys, with these films, especially nowadays. You know, it's not known to expect. But I do think that the new Scream film is going to set some foundations compared to all the films that came out this year. I really do think that it's going to outdo and outperform a lot of horror films that came out this year. I think when it hit that chart, when it released, it's going to definitely hit in that box office, and it's going to do a phenomenal job. Now, knowing what the outcome of what this film is going to be, of what the franchise is going to be, we don't know that, okay? We don't know. We have to watch the film to see what the film reveals to us actually watching the film, not just the trailer, because you can't go off of just the trailer and then automatically assume that what you think is going to happen in the film. Excuse me 1 second, you guys. 1 second. Yeah, we just can't do it, you guys. It would definitely be wrong to assume. We can't assume things like this, and I would definitely say that it would definitely be wrong to. I wouldn't say wrong, but it would definitely not be a good idea to automatically assume from the trailer what to expect of this franchise, because it's everything is going to be up in the table. Everything is going to be up and down. Like everything with the trailer revealed to us. I think with everything the trailer revealed to us, none of that is what we're going to. That's not what we're going to get. Everything is going to be the complete opposite of what we got in the trailer. Now, there was another key thing I wanted to point bases on you guys definitely before I end the show today is I told you guys already about how I thought that the trailer intentionally, purposely deceived us by making us believe that Melissa Barrera was going to be the new lead actress, which I think that's false because I think it's going to be a male lead actress for the first time in the Scream franchise. Also, I think by revealing that Jenny Ortega is going to get picked off in the beginning of the movie, I think that's obviously false as well. I don't think that Jenny Ortega is going to get picked off in this film. Now, another idea I want to touch bases on you guys is, as I told you guys about, for the first time in the Scream franchises, we're going to have 3 Ghostface killers for the first time. I think we're going to have 2 male. I think we're going to have 2 female Ghostface killers and 1 male Ghostface killer. Now, as I told you guys, my theories are some of the craziest out there when it comes to Scream. You know, I don't play around. I don't mess around when it comes to Scream. You know, I take it very seriously. You know, it's rough out here. It's rough. You know, we don't play. A lot of us, we don't play when it comes to the Scream franchise. You know, lifelong fan. But for the first time, I think it's going to be 3 Ghostface killers. And for the first time, it's going to be 2 Ghostface killers. And it being, as I told you guys about being 3 Ghostface killers, I think that the 3 Ghostface killers is going to touch back and sync all the way back to every single film, and particularly, especially the first film. I think that we're going to come and find out and discover that in the first film, there were actually 3 Ghostface killers. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing it from me first. As I told you guys, man, don't expect anything. Don't expect anything and don't assume anything. And I know there's a lot of gossip out here right now. There's a lot of different rumors out here and a lot of so-called leaked gossip out here. But don't take heed to that gossip, you guys, because as I said, when this film drops in early 2022, oh boy, I will say, oh boy, the theaters are definitely going to the theaters are going to. I can guarantee you that the theaters are definitely going to be sold out. Now, because of the pandemic, as I told you guys, I'm thinking that's why they waited till 2022 to release this film. But I don't think we're going to just be completely over the pandemic and they're just going to allow the theaters to be completely flooded. But I will say that when I say the theaters are going to be sold out, what I mean is you better have your tickets in advance, because if you haven't purchased your tickets in advance, I promise you, you go try to purchase some tickets at the last minute in January, when this film is about to release, or even a week before this film is about to release, or even 2 weeks before this film is about to release, you are not going to be able to get to see this film in theaters, especially the day that it releases. I guarantee you may have to wait a certain time, because I think what's going to happen is everyone that purchases tickets, they're going to be design dates when certain people are going to see the movie. Okay, so now let's say for example, on the day that the movie actually premieres, I think that everyone that purchase their tickets in advance, they will have their tickets set for that day. But now, if you're talking about not purchasing your tickets in advance, I don't think you're going to be able to see this film on the day that it drops. You're probably going to have to see this film stream. Now, there's a possibility that this Scream film this new Scream film won't be available for stream. So you guys got to be careful for that. This film may not be available for stream. They may be only going to put this film out in theaters. And if they do that, I could see why they would do that. Is because they know that everyone is going to want to go to the theater to see the Scream franchise. So just a heads up for you guys. If you guys are really thinking about and considering going to the theaters to see this film, you better get your tickets in advance. I highly recommend that. You better get it, because especially where you're located at, definitely where you're located at, you better take that in consideration too. Wherever you're located at, whatever geographical location you reside at, and whatever theaters are in your location, you better purchase your tickets ahead of time. And I highly recommend that you purchase them tickets this year. This year, definitely. Don't in this year and late this year. Don't wait until January. I promise you, if you wait till January you're in a rude awakening. If you wait till January to try to get some tickets, I don't think you're going to be able to see this in theaters. It's going to be everything is going to be reserved. That's how it's going to be. But yeah, that's pretty much the main key things that I talked to you guys about. I stressed definitely in this film that I told. My main things I want to stress to you guys, like I said, I think that the trailer was definitely bamboozled. Before I get up out of here, as I said, if anything you guys want to talk about, or the lines are open for discussion. If you guys have any feedback or any extra details that you guys want to add in, if you want to add in any of your own thoughts and your opinions as far as the new Scream 2022 film, the trailer being released, the link is available right now in the live comments in the chat. You're more than welcome to jump in. If you're not comfortable showing your face, I'll still open the lines for you, and you still come in and everyone can hear you. Just the lines are open though, basically. On my show, the lines are most of the time when I go live, you're going to see the lines will be open always, all the time. That's my way of collaborating with you guys, or being interactive and being like with you guys and being active with the community, basically. So if you guys anytime you see me live streaming, you guys, the links will always, most of the time, the links will be available in the chat, so that way you guys will be able to jump in and give your own opinions. And then the lines just open line discussions, to any type of movies, film, television, whatever you guys want to talk about, I pretty much covered everything I actually wanted to talk about this trailer. I don't think I missed anything. No, there's nothing I really missed. I really think, like I said, I think the trailer really just it bamboozled us and it confused us. I don't really think that it's going to really happen. There's no way. I don't see it happening. I just really don't see it happening. In closing, boy, like I said, I'm definitely watching the film. I'm definitely reserved. My number one thing, what I tell you guys, what I best recommend, you guys be expecting time ever we may possibly see a male lead actress in the Scream franchise. We may possibly see a male lead actress. Be definitely looking out for it, because you never know. You guys, you never know. You never know. Make sure you go get them tickets reserved ahead of time. Make sure you get them tickets reserved ahead of time. Also, if you guys are interested in more content such as this, when you're talking about Scream, make sure you go to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and then you can check out my playlist called. And I'll make sure at some point I'll put a link in the description or a clickable link to where you can go to my All About Scream playlist, where I come up with the most craziest Scream theories that you've ever heard, pretty much. Other than that, also, you guys, I know a lot of you guys from the Patreon, a lot of you guys from my personal email, you guys have been highly requesting me to do live streams, definitely, but highly requesting me to do the direct live movie review. So I told you guys you're going to start seeing it now. Lately, you've seen me doing it recently. I'm going to be doing a live commentary on watch-along movies. So you guys are if you guys are interested in that, I am starting to do that. So you guys will start seeing that now. It'll actually be a playlist I'll have. It's called, the new playlist that I've already created is called What to Watch, What to Stream. That's the new playlist. It's going to be the most hottest playlist out there on YouTube. What to watch, what to stream. Where we'll just be going through, and you'll always see live commentary and watch along on movies or whatever, or TV shows or whatever, etc., etc. So be looking out for that. It's actually already up and running. And the playlist is up under construction, but there are a few videos already up and loaded. So make sure you go check out that series on my channel, the playlist, What to Watch, What to Stream. Other than that, you guys, I'm appreciating all you guys' support. I appreciate all the love that you guys have been giving me. You guys have been supporting the channel heavily. You guys have been showing a lot of appreciation. I want to thank all of you guys, especially in particular, all you guys that have been donating to the channel. You guys have definitely been donating to the channel, and I appreciate that. You know me, guys. I don't care about donations and that stuff, you guys. But you guys were the ones, all the fans, you guys that have been supporting me, and on my other platforms, you guys have been asking me to provide links or available links, so that way you guys can donate to the platform and donate to my channels and my other platforms. So that's why I decided to start throwing up certain clickable links where you can donate to the channel and donate to my platforms. But it's because of you guys, the reason why I put the donation platforms out there now. So if you guys, like I said, you guys have definitely been showing a lot of love. You guys been the subscriptions have been going up, the donations to the channel, the support to the channel has been going crazy. So once again, I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are the most awesomest audience out there, the best fans that I've seen by far. All you guys that have supported Let's Talk for a Minute, you guys have been showing much love, and you guys are awesome. You guys rock. To get ready to wrap things up, is there anything else I want to touch before I leave you guys? Anything else I want to go on before I leave you guys for the day? As I said, there's nothing else I want to talk about pretty much about the Scream franchise. I think about the new Scream film. I think I discussed the key points that I wanted to talk about. And I stressed the main point I wanted to stress about the Scream franchise. And particularly pertaining to how the trailer basically misleading us. I just really think the trailer just really completely, totally bamboozled us completely, totally. And if you're thinking for 1 second that whatever you saw in the trailer, this is what you're going to get in the film, don't expect it, because you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Other than that, you guys, I will see a lot of you later on tonight. I do have a live direct and live commentary tonight. Another segment on another segment for the What to Watch, What to Stream playlist that's available right now on my channel. I have another segment coming up. We're going to be watching for the Halloween weekend for tonight. We're going to be watching, what is it? I believe the Curse of the Scarecrow. Yep, tonight we're going to be watching the Curse of the Scarecrow. I believe we're scheduled for 8 p.m. tonight. Yes, 8 p.m. tonight. So today at 8 p.m. we're going to be watching live commentary. We're going to be watching along on the Curse of the Scarecrow. So make sure you guys check out that. I'll be seeing a lot of you guys and some of you guys there. So I'll be interested in that. So in closing, I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in today. All you guys that did tune in to the show, you guys did show love, and most appreciate to you guys. Just like I said, me expecting more content. We're going to keep going. So until next time, you guys take it easy, stay peace, be blessful, and that's all I have for you guys. Peace.